Hello and good morning, Kip. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. Dude, you have got a masterpiece on your hands with this. Oh my God. I am so into this series on Paramount Plus. And I think the reason why I love it so much is you're not screwing around with us. You're telling us the way it really is and the struggles that you personally have had as well as the other bands.
Well, it's nice of you to recognize that. It was, first of all, it was an honor to be involved in it. And I feel like they handled it with a very high level of integrity, and I was really, happy to be a part of it. A lot of people don't know my particular story as well as the other, cast members, but I feel like they did a fantastic job. I'm very happy with the way it came out.
I mean, right from the very beginning, in episode number 1, I've been in radio for 44 years. Never once did I ever hear this term, I'll have any bass guitarist but not Kip Winger. It's like, what? Where did this come from?
Yeah, exactly. Well, life is strange. It can be very strange. I mean, you got to just roll with the punches, put your head, like I said in the documentary, I just put my head down and focused on the music. And I felt like if I gave that, because that was where my heart was. And so I felt like if I really dug into that, the music would prevail. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. The documentary we're talking about is I Want to Rock. It's on Paramount Plus. Yes, MTV has something to do with it. The thing is, though, Kip, is that I feel like this is the next step of Behind the Music. This is the real, genuine story because we get to hear from those that were promoting the bands. We get to see the clubs they were playing in, where some clubs paid for the rent and the electricity if a band would come and perform on a weekend.
That's really true. It's funny that you say that because I emailed the director and said, man, this is really an outlier in the rock doc world. And because the way he handled it was just so brazenly honest and real, and it wasn't filled with hype and glorifying, overdosing on drugs and stuff like this. It was really a very human take on it. So I just emailed the director and said that yesterday.
How did you deal with the punches? I mean, I've been in radio. We get hit in the gut so many times by people that don't understand our market, but yet you're consistently on that road, on that stage, bringing people together. To step off that stage when the show is over, I can't imagine what goes through your soul.
It's funny. I've been on stage since I was like 8 years old. You probably saw some of those pictures in the doc with my brothers and stuff. And like I say, as far as I had somewhat of a decent, even though I grew up in kind of my growing up life was very tumultuous. There was a stability with my older brothers. And like I say, it was really all about the music. So going on stage has always been something that's very steady for me, ironically. It's like the one place that actually is the home because I'm never, I've moved all the time and you're always traveling. And so the only sense of stability comes on stage. As far as rolling with the punches. And by the way, let me say that I'm a big fan of radio. I've always loved going into radio stations. Yes. And I love the concept of radio. I come from the 70s. I'm all about it, man. But, and so the answer to your question, I mean, like I say, you can't let the haters win. I mean, you just keep on rolling, man.
So many women see themselves inside the lyrics of your songs. And I got to ask you, because so many women have asked me, who is Madeline? What is it about Madeline that became a lyric in one of your songs?
Oh, God, that's ancient history. It wasn't a woman named Madeline. It was based on a woman that I knew when I was younger. And we've all been hurt by women, so it's the classic cliche story of, being wrecked by a chick, basically. And I thought I need an interesting name, because when you write music and you're trying to fit lyrics to music and stuff, and I wanted a name that was different. So I settled on Madeleine. It's actually, I pronounce it Madeleine, you know, which is a little bit different. I just kind of gave it a twist, you know.
Yeah, we talk about how, you know, like it's an old story, but what's so interesting is that classic rock stations are finally playing the right music, and new people are discovering the sounds of the 80s and 90s. To them, it's their music. Are you seeing that at your live performances? It's like, whoa, wait a second, this landscape is changing.
Absolutely. The shows have increased in numbers exponentially over the last 5 years. And the age group is very interesting. It's 25 to 30% people under 20. Yep. I would say under like 20, 27, and they're really into it. And I think that's a testimony to the vibe of the music, because, you know, grunge music wiped out this kind of music, but it didn't really last. You don't really see a lot of that out there. I like a lot of it, actually. There was some songs that I thought were fantastic, Black Hole Sun and things like that. So I'm not taking anything away from it. I'm just saying that this music has really been, you know, the Mount Everest of rock. And it really, I mean, Guns N' Roses are selling out stadiums, man. Same with, you know, Motley Crue. And for the bands that weren't as big as they are, we're all experienced the same thing in a different latitude.
Wow. Well, I can't thank you enough for being a part of I Want to Rock on Paramount Plus. I mean, because your story is one that is with us and will continue to grow with us in the future, sir.
That's really nice of you. I really appreciate your time for talking to me.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay, Kip?
You too, man. Thank you.